What's going on Instagram, YouTube? We're here live again with Rico and friends. And for this occasion, we have this friend all the way from the state of New Jersey. The great, the only one. Man, this guy is driving them crazy up north. It is D-zyre, the kid! All right, man. How you doing? What's going on, man?
Rico, it's good, bro. I'm blessed, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for agreeing to this interview, man. It's always fun to do this shit. I mean, with all my friends, and you're one of my greatest friends. We've worked together in so many places, and when I came up with this idea, I just immediately thought about you, and I was like, I bet the ladies want to know about D-zyre. They want to know who the kid is. They want to know who this guy is. So let me just shut up and stop talking, just like, because I feel like I'm gonna talk so much about you since I know you so well. But why don't you tell us a little bit about you? Tell us about the kid. Who are you?
Gotcha. Well, first, thanks for hitting me up on this. When you told me about the idea, I was like, yo, I ain't seen nobody else doing this. This is great. So thank you very much for asking me, to be one of your first guests. I mean, who's D-zyre? Who's the kid? The funny thing is, the name was just kind of thrown out. When I decided I was going to do it, I was talking with the guy that was making my music, and he was like, what's your name going to be? I was like, I don't know. And so he was like, you can't go by your real name. I was like, yeah, I know. So we just flopped a couple names out in the car, and he was like, how about D-zyre? And he said it just like that. And we both gave each other the you stupid look, and we laughed. And we went through a couple other things, and he was like, yo, you're different. You can't have a name like nobody else. And we flipped over a couple other ones, and it came back to that, and he was like, yo, but because you're different, we're gonna spell it different. He was like, D-zyre. And then we looked at each other, we're like, yo, that works. And it stuck. It stuck from that point on.
Yeah, and I really think it's a really unique name. Like I haven't seen it again. Like I'm Rico, and I've seen so many Ricos, and there's so many like Jasons and Tylers, but like D-zyre, this is a very unique name. And I know we have a little story that we can talk about on part 2 about the one particular company we wanted to get in contact with, and they didn't like your name. But that's bullshit story.
We'll save that for y'all later, ladies.
Crazy. So how do you decide to start dancing? Where like me, I know I was broke during one summer, and I said, let me check on Craigslist and see what happens. And then it was just a one-time thing. Now 8 years later, I'm still here. How did it happen for you? How you started?
So for me, we're going back to 2003 now. Mm-hmm. And I started out bartending. I got my bartending certificate. This dude that I know hits me up. He was like, yo, I know somebody looking for a bar. Got a spot.
Cheers.
Yep. Salud. So he hits me, he was like, here's his number, hit him up. The guy hits me up. He was like, meet me at this club at this night at this time. We're all black. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get a little tryout here.
Right.
So I go over to there. He texts me. He says, come to the top floor. So I go to the top floor of the club, and I see the bar. There's nobody there yet. And that's when he told me that he does male review shows.
Ooh.
And I was taken back. I was like, okay, nobody told me about this. And I was one of the shyest cats you would have ever met. And so I remember sitting there, we talked, he told me what's going on. He told me he was opening a whole spot, and that's where he's looking for a bartender, somebody to mold at these shows to bring over to the new place when he gets it. And so fast forward, he tells me the whole deal. I was like, all right, sounds like something pretty interesting. And he's like, you want to check it out? I was like, yeah. He's like, you want to check it out tonight? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch. He goes, all right, take off your shirt and stand right there. I'm like, so that's what happened. I started out serving drinks and then bartending when they opened the place. What the switch for me when I decided to go on stage, because watching for months, I see people I like, I see people I don't like. I listen to the women. They like this, they didn't like that. This is a turn off. This is I don't know what he's trying to do right there. Right. And I started building my performances. If I were to perform, this is how I would do it.
You were like gathering intel before you got in there. You were gathering intel, like scoping around, right? That was a good move.
Exactly.
So you didn't feel as nervous when you went up on stage?
Oh, I was nervous as shit. Oh. My first night, when I finally danced, when I first decided to dance, my first night was my worst night. And I don't think anybody could top a first performance like this. So I'm the new guy. They had me go out first. So going out, I put together 3 songs. I put it onto a CD because we were rocking the CDs back then.
Wait, what's a CD?
I know what a CD is. But yeah, so I go on out and I'm rocking, I'm doing my thing, and I hear the dude on the mic, and he just keeps hinting, take it off, take it off. So I finally take off my shirt. Still can't take off my pants. And dude is like, he's just kind of egging on. He's getting the girls into it. He's got them all chained. Take it off, take it off, take it off. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm 3 minutes past when I should have done it. I need to do it now before I get booed out of here.
We've all been there. Oh.
So here's exactly what happened, and I couldn't make this up. I finally got the courage to unzip, pull it down, and as I go to slip it off my boots, all the lights came on in the club.
No.
It went from total darkness to pure bright. Every single light came on. You hear security running up to the top floor. Long story short, there was a fight between the owners. One called on the other. They called in a raid for underage drinking. So here it is. There's people and officials run up to the top floor, and I'm just right in the middle of my dance.
Oh my God. They're like, get all these underage people drinking out of here, and you put your pants back on, man.
I can tell you, an hour later, sitting at the diner, my hand was still like this, trying to put French fries in my mouth.
Oh my God, I bet, man. And I think you did better than me, man. On my first time, I drank too much because I was too nervous, and I just drank too much. I couldn't even dance. That's how bad it was. It was really bad.
I've seen that, me too.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like one of the crazy first times. So 2003, definitely that's a long career you have, man. Like I know you're one of the most experienced guys I've known in the game. So you are right now in New Jersey. Like, what other places have you gone work? Because I know there's people in Georgia that know you, people in Florida. But what else have you gone? Have you gone international at some point?
I've traveled all over the Northeast, like many of us up here in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Boston areas. I've flown out to Dallas, Texas a few times. I spent a month performing out in LA years ago. Florida, where you and I met, I've been down there a couple times. I've done so many international. I've been blessed to be invited onto international shows. And for anybody that wants to get in the game, that's what you want to do. You want people calling you and say, hey, we need you on our tour.
Right.
I've done Canada, I don't know how many times, St. Lucia, St. Thomas, Jamaica. That's where it's at. You can have fun locally, but when they ask you to go global, that's when you know, in my opinion, you're doing your thing and people are actually respecting what you do.
Right. That's major, man. Like going to all those places. Last summer I went to Paris.
Yeah.
Well, Paris, Tennessee, but it wasn't too far. Right? So what's next? All right. So we're in the stripping motion right now. Well, what do you do for a living? And tell me, what do you do for a living and what's next? What's coming up after like this whole dancing thing? Are you looking for like many guys looking to land a movie role? Like you want to continue to dance or like what is it? What's the strategy from here?
There's a few things going on. When I first started, I was working regular suit and tie job. And like a lot of people and yourself, wanted some extra money on the side. I saw this was cash, so I was doing that. And then fast forward after getting laid off of there from 13 years of service, that's when I became a personal trainer, and that's what I do now for a living. And again, this is on the side. This is just cash on the side. It's fun money. I get out. I get to blow off some steam. Dancing for me, and a lot like you, because I love the way you rock. That's just an outlet. Whatever gets built up for a day or for weeks, you get to just blow it up on the stage or in the private party.
You get paid for it.
I have fun. I have fun with it. And the beautiful thing is, this is something that you can get in and out of. I've been doing it for 17 years, but I did it for a few and then walked away for a few, and did it for a few more and walked away for a few more, and did the same thing again. Moving forward, like I honestly, and I think a lot like you too, bro. I love sitting down and making the music. Nobody makes my music for me but me, because I know what I feel. I know what I can rock to.
Exactly.
And I see a lot of people try to do music because that's the new song out or that's the new trend out. And it's like, I would love to make music, and I've done it for a few people. I would make music for people that want to dance, so it's their track. Nobody else can rock to it because it flows to them and their personality and how they move.
Right. Yeah, eventually you make your own persona as a dancer, like, and that's one of the qualities that we both have, that we make our own music and we represent who we are, and we became this person that we are now on stage. We're not just acting like somebody different every time we go on stage. People knows us because of our persona and because of who we are and what we do all the time. So
And I think that's a big thing. Just to touch on what you just said, like let your persona out. Me, honestly, people think of me that I've got to be an outgoing, crazy person, whatever. But I'm really shy. I'm real quiet. I'm real reserved for the most part. But it's all that stuff that's inside. You get to put it out there on the stage, in the bedroom floor, the living room, wherever they have their private party at, and they can feel you. They relate to you. And that's where you and I and a lot of others, that's where we get the repeat calls from.
Yeah, well, with me, I wish I can hide it, but people see me this like, oh, this guy is a stripper. Like, I met these guys playing Call of Duty during the whole lockdown, right? Everybody's at home, so we're just playing video games online through the headset, and we're just talking. And we made a little group, like a WhatsApp group, so we can see people's pictures and stuff, right? And one of these guys was like, hey, Rico, man, you have a lot of muscle, man. You should be like a stripper for like the old ladies. I'm like, fuck, man. Man, and he didn't even know. They didn't even know. I was like, my God, it's like I have a tattoo right here that says I'm a dancer. Like everywhere, like, oh, Rico Suave, right? And I'm like, I can't hide it. But maybe it's me. Look at me with all these things and like always flash. Maybe I gotta stop looking the part so much.
So I was a dancer before I was a dancer. And what I mean by that is I was a dancer before I was a dancer. And here's how that works, because ladies, for y'all watching, a lot of y'all have your club name. And it seems to be the most common one is Maria. Everybody's Maria when they go out for the night.
Right.
So fast forward anyhow, me and my boy, when we would go on vacation, we never met nobody. I mean, we would meet people, we didn't tell them everything about us, but we always told them that we worked as dancers at a place at a spot named Anaconda.
Anaconda, oh shit, that sounds like a cool name.
I'm sorry, Pythons. We always said the name of the club was Pythons.
All right.
And I was far from, we weren't even thinking about bartending or anything else. So I think I kind of designed it by always saying that, and then all of a sudden I fell into it.
You should probably change your name to D-zyre Anaconda or Python.
D-zyre Python. D-zyre the Python. There you go.
Yeah. So how can the ladies find you? Like if they need you, where can we find you?
I keep it complete, but I do have Instagram and Snapchat. It's at Excotic D-zyre. I'll spell it out. EXOTIC DZYRE. All one word. At Excotic D-zyre. I'm making the Instagram. I'm starting to blow it up now. I was late to the game when it comes to that because I wanted to keep it quiet, but I was like, nah, I gotta let it out a little bit.
Exactly, man. You gotta come out of the closet, man. I came out of the closet when I started making a lot of money. I was like, I can't hide this no more, man. It's paying the bills, it's paying everything. I can't hide it no more. So I was like, whatever. If you have a problem with it, give me $500 a month.
Too many people were telling me like, yo, you're missing out on a lot because everybody's getting bookings through social media. I didn't want to go that route because I was comfortable where I'm at. But then again, when I finally started doing it, and pre-COVID, I was like, damn, I was starting to get some traction. Then it slowed down. But now all the rest of my business is coming through it. I was like, man, if I had done Instagram a year ago.
Yeah, I had a website and I closed it down because all my business comes from Facebook and Instagram. So I was like, why am I paying for a website if if it works? Right. So tell me, so there's a lot of new guys. Right? Okay. They're coming from all over the place. And then I get calls all the time, like, teach me how to be a stripper. What can I do? What can you tell these new guys coming around and trying to be strippers? What piece of advice would you give them?
I think the best piece of advice I can give, and it's what I gave myself, is be yourself. I think a lot of guys trying to be that dude. And when I say that dude, is the guy that just went out before them.
Right.
The guy that went out there last month or whatever. Now, in this game, we've all taken moves. It's like, ooh, you see that? It's like, I can do that too. All of our shows are a mixture of everybody else that we've come across over the years.
Right.
So you have to find a way to release you out onto the stage, because some dudes, let's face it, and we worked with one in Florida, they're just robots.
Oh.
And you can hear them counting 1, 2.
This guy couldn't barely walk. I don't know how he walked. He even walked funny, like you have to go right with left, right. This guy moved funny. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And it was so embarrassing because his name was Rico too, man.
Yep.
Man, fuck it, man. There's no censorship here. We know who we're talking about.
Oh man, but yeah, to anybody that's listening to this and wants to get into the game, male or female, be you. Find a way to be you. That's who will get booked. That's who will get respected. And if you're looking for longevity, that's who will get the longevity. The people that put themselves into their shows, because they'll remember you for being you 100% of the time and not trying to be the next person.
Man, this is powerful stuff, man. If I wasn't a dancer, you make me want to put some heels and like a tanga and everything, man. Shit.
Bro, you're gonna mess up my vision, bro. You're gonna mess up my vision. Don't do it to me.
All right, so now it's a crucial moment where you can tell the ladies something, whatever you want to tell them. But I think that with you, we have to do something unique. Talk to them, right? Talk to them. Let them know what you want to tell them. Something sexy. And at the end, do that thing that you do, the shake thing that you do. Come on, let's do it. We gotta do it.
Oh, I got you. What do I want to tell the ladies? You know what? I've been doing it for a long time. Can I walk away from it if I want to? Yes. Can I stay up into it if I want to? Yes. Do I have another 10 years in me? I keep this up, honestly and humbly? Yes. You want a good time. You want a party where every single person is going to love it, be excited, laugh, smile, be aroused, want to go home to their husband and get pregnant? You know how to reach me.
Right. Ooh.
You know how to reach me.
Smooth
right?
operator.
Some of the shows, I've never had a party where people are disappointed. I've never had a party in 17 years, on and off as I shared, never had a party where anybody's been disappointed. I walked into a party once, and as I walked through the hallway and the bachelorette was sitting on the high stool, as soon as I came by and we're this close, she goes, "There's a wall right here, and you don't cross it."
What?
I froze. I'm like, okay. So I still kept on my performance. I worked with everybody else. In the next 5 or 6 minutes, she was up off that chair pushing her friends off to the side, be like, "No, this is my night."
Oh, shit. Okay. I see. Right, a moment of truth.
Yeah.
Ladies,
So
get ready to see
I do my job, and I guess that's why the name D-zyre stuck.
Nice. All right, so let us see that thing that you do, because we want to see it now. We can't leave this video cold. All right, here we go. Drum.
All right. You're gonna make me do this. You're gonna have the neighbors looking at me like, "What the fuck?" All right, front or back view? No homo.
Back view. No homo. There you go. D-zyre. There you go, ladies. There you have it. From New Jersey State, my great friend D-zyre. Man, I'm very thankful that you took this time to do this, man. It was fun, just like I planned it, man. It was awesome. Salud.
Bro.
Definitely a little toast on this one.
Always a pleasure. Can't wait to get booked down there with you again, or you up north. We got to get together again soon. I'm so glad we keep in contact. And thank you again for having me, man. I appreciate this.
Yeah, man, for sure. I know after this whole craziness of COVID, we're going to get together again, man.
Yes.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Thanks.
All right, bro. Stay blessed.
All right.